Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moves. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their own and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. So Miami's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Fires one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of will give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab down the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Canes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Exploring it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the Boston College Eagles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm able to.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you hear at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Rides to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense backed up. Defense knows they want to run the football to create a little bit of room. Nice, aggressive downhill attack, getting in the backfield, almost getting the safety.
A pretty good job by the running back just to avoid giving up the 2 points.
Just inch that ball.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Boston College wants to play fast. They'll try the counter. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Keeps the legs moving.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. To the air, it's De La Rosa. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be, and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to a nice touchdown.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing, trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Powell. Pressure comes. Lost one deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right out. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Canes. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To throw, it's De La Rosa. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. Listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field.
Right on target this time. Well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle their quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and he got a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Off play action. He's got it. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Boston College right back to the line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. He leaves it with his back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Back to throw. It's De La Rosa. Gets rid of it. On target. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd.
Ready,
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
42, Spider. 4.
They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you to stop. This was step one to get them back in the ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last. He lost one down the sideline. And that pass is caught at the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Powell. Get it out on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there and done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Boston College offense has it working.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting that conversion.
From the gun, give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Using the quick game. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Powell. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now from inside the red zone. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Boston College wants to play fast. Looking to go up top on first down.
Let's go!
And the defense gets to the quarterback. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got an open man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's good. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. He's looking to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's De La Rosa. Getting some... And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Power football with the run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Running it back, it's Yates. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
Ready.
Offense getting set for first down.
Here we go. Gaucho. Acorn. Hornet. Go.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Offense in an empty set.
Tuna. Jackrabbit.
Comes out throwing on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover two look, doing a great job with his eyes. He also shows you off the ball skills, making that
On the
play.
double.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's first and 10.
Lasso.
To the air, it's De La Rosa. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
29 Phillies.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Spider.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Slap. Flip. Can.
Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. To the ground with the back. Turns it on midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can...
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better?
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Boston College will send out the punt team. On the move, it's Yates. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Looking to throw, it's Powell. Got his man quickly. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this...
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Touchdown, Miami! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.